is that we have two different concentrations of the hydrocortisone ointment, which is 1% and 5%. And we need to make 3-ounce tube, which is actually 3 times 30 grams or 90 grams of the 2% hydrocortisone. Now, what we use is an alligation method. Basically, it helps us to determine the quantities that are required of the higher, in this case, 5%, and the lower concentration to make something that a concentration that lies somewhere in between these higher and the lower concentrations. So what is given? We have 5%. That we need to determine the X quantity that we need to use, and the 1%, the Y quantity. The idea is that we're going to use less of the 5% quantity and then use more of the 1%, basically, so that we can dilute the 5% and make it into 2%. So the alligation method is basically you put the higher percentage, the 5% on top, and the lower percentage at the bottom. In the center, you basically put the concentration that you want to prepare, that is desired to be prepared. So you subtract 5 minus 2 and you get 3, and you subtract 1 from 2 and you get 1. So what this means is that you're going to use 1 part of the 5%. Remember, we said we're going to use less of the higher concentration, and you're going to use 3 parts of the 1%, which means you're going to use more of the 1% to dilute to actually get the 2% drug concentration. So if you add the number of total parts that you need, you actually want 4 parts, so which is a total of 4 parts. So now you make proportions, which is a quarter, which means 1 divided by 4 part of the 90 grams, which is equal to 22.5. You solve for math, and you do the math, and you get 22.5 grams of the 5%. And you then need 3/4 of the 90 grams, which is 67.5 grams of 1%. Now, if you add this, you'll actually get your total desired quantity of 90 grams. Okay, and that would have a concentration of 2%. I hope this helps.